Hi guys, good morning again. This purpose is for educational purpose only. So let's start. Problem set, we need to find the current I1 and I2 using node voltage. The first thing to do is count how many nodes are there. So we have one node, two, and then 3 nodes. So total of 3 nodes. So no reference ground node, so I am going to pick the bottom node. I'm going to draw just like that. I am going to draw a ground symbol on the bottom. This next step is to sign node voltages. Let's get V1 and V2. And next step is we're going to apply the KCL. We start in node number 1. Let's get started. After that, so we need going to 6 amps, not mention the direction, so we have the direction of 6 amps is not mentioned, so it will be going -6, right? -6. So in the 5 amps, is continuing the voltage across 5 amps going to that direction. So we're going to +5 going the resistor and that from the resistor, and we have V1 and V2. So it is V1, so that V1 minus V2 over the resistor over 8. The current exceeding here is V1 minus 0, the turbine. So it is 0 and the resistor is 4. So find the equation. So the first equation is the sum of those, all of the node. So in the first node, let's sum all of this, -6 plus 5 plus V1 minus V2 over 8, or divided by 8, plus V1. Let's add V1 minus V4 equals 0. That's it. So if we indicate the current that are exceeding in this node, so we're going to start in the node number 2, or the voltage number 2. Start the current exceeding node. In this, we have 3 exceeding nodes, and we start again from the current where V2 and V1 are located. So we start V2 and V1. So this current V2, just like that, V2 and minus V1. So we write V2 minus V1 over the resistor 8. Coming up to top, 5 amps is pointing the opposite direction, so that is -5. So we're going to write -5 there, or -5. And then let's go to the bottom. Current we have V2 in this side, it's the resistor this side is going to write V2 like that, minus 0, the turbine, and divided by 4, the resistor. So for the node number 2, we sum the current, all of the current. Node number 2 is, we're going to write down this, all of this node from here, just like the number 1 node. We write and we all sum up V2 minus V1 over 8, and then minus because it is negative, so minus 5 plus V2 over 4, just like that, over 4 equals 0 and 0, just like that. If we already solved the pair of the equations for V1 and V2, whatever means is convenient, we should end up with V1 being 8 volts. We should end up being 8 volts. And the V2 will end up being 16 volts in total. Whatever it means, the convenience is we should end up from that voltage. So now to find the desired current from I1, and is for I1 is I1 equals the 8 volts minus 0, that is over 4, the resistor. We write 8 volts from V1 because it is the, so I1 equals 2 amps, for it is 8 volts divided by 4 equals 2 amps. So I1, the answer is this, I1 equals 2 amps. So here in V2, the other side is 0 and the one side was 16 volts. So 16, the I2 equals 16 volts minus 0, the turbine, divided by 4 resistance I2. So 16 divided by 4 is 4 amps. So the I2 is 4 amps. That's all. Thank you.